Welcome! In this playthrough Marvel Champions, a card game, we have Wolverine and Rogue taking on Sabretooth. Alright, first we'll go over our setup for our characters. We have Wolverine, which has 2 for thwart, attack, and defense. X-Men, he's got healing factor, so as a response after the player phase begins, heal 2 damage from him. Hand size of 5 and 10 hit points. Alter Ego, recovery of 6. Snicked for setup, search your deck and discard pile for the Wolverine's Claws upgrade and put it into play in a hand size of 6 on this side. His claws are a permanent. It's a hero action, exhaust his claws. Choose an attack event in your hand and take damage equal to its printed cost. Play that event ignoring its resource cost. That attack gains piercing. And then for Rogue, she also has 2 for all of her powers. And X-Men, for skin contact as an action, attach touch to another character. You gain each of the attached character's traits until the end of the round, limit once per round. It's a forced response after the player phase begins. Find touched and set it aside. Hand size of 5 and 11 hit points. And touched is if it's attached to a minion, Rogue gains overkill. To the villain, she gains retaliate 1. To an ally, she gains the aerial trait. And to a hero, she gains stalwart. And Alter Ego, recovery of 3, set your touched upgrade aside for setup, and withdrawn force response after you change to this form, set touched aside in a hand size of 6 on this side. So for Wolverine, we're going with the power of aggression, or aggression with him. We've got 2 of those. And allies, we've got Bug, Gold Balls, Spider Girl, Shark Girl, Sunfire, Tempest, and then we have 3 Clobbers, 3 Relentless Assaults, 3 mean swings, 3 precision strikes, then a fluid motion and combat training, then 3 of our double resources and endurance. And Rogue, going justice with her. Sense of justice, heroic intuition, 3 multitasking, 3 clear the areas, then the basic cards, 2 power in all of us, the 3 dual basic cards. Allies, we've got Angel, Professor X, Morrow, Triage, Beak, and Forge, and Legion. Then we also have the X-Jet, Utopia, the X-Mansion, a Downtime, and an Endurance. So Sabretooth, first version, Schema 1, attack of 2, is a force response. After he activates against you, discard the top card of the encounter deck. Heal damage from Sabretooth equal to the number of boost icons discarded this way, and 13 health per player. The main scheme, we're using the Brotherhood and Mystique modular sets. Setup, we're going to put the Find the Senator side scheme into play, attach Robert Kelly ally to it. While attached to Find the Senator, Robert Kelly is in play but under no player's control. So Find the Senator, Robert Kelly cannot be healed by player card effects and cannot have upgrades attached. When defeated, the first player detaches Robert Kelly from the scheme and takes control of him. Advance to main scheme 2A, flip this card and place it next to the main scheme, and starts with 5 threat per player. And then on this side, stalked by Sabretooth. Force response, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, deal 2 damage to Robert Kelly, 3 if we have 6 threat per player there. While Robert Kelly is attached to Find the Senator, treat his text box as if it were blank. So Robert Kelly, can't thwart, can't attack, he's got 9 health. First player controls Robert Kelly, does not count against your ally limit, and cannot have player cards attached. So force interrupt when an enemy resolves an undefended attack against you, deal that damage to Robert Kelly. And I ran a poll on the channel about what's a standard set most people are using, or expert. Seems like the majority of people are using standard 1, then expert 1, but standard 3 came in 3rd place on that, so I'm going to give that a shot. So pursued by the past is the environment, permanent and setup. Force response, after you place a pursuit counter here, if the number of counters here is at least 3 more than the number of players, so it's going to be 5 for us in this playthrough. Remove each counter here. If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates against you, otherwise flip this card over. And basically that's Shadows of the Past on this side. So what this does is it puts Shadows of the Past on a timer, so you're more likely to see it, but it's not going to accidentally pop up on turn 1. So that's our setup. Alright, finish shuffling up our encounter deck. And then for Wolverine, get his 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Gold balls, a mean swing, a bug, strength, regenerative healing, and a relentless assault. Pitch those two. Getting a clobber and a precision strike. And for Rogue, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The X-Jet, Sense of Justice, Beak, going Rogue, or Jacket, and clear the area. I like the Jacket. I like the Beak. We'll pitch those. Some adaptation, multitasking, and a nice Southern Cross. Alright, over here, we're going to bring in Bug. 4-1 attack, 1-2 health. After your hero makes a basic attack, heal a damage from Bug. So we'll go ahead and bring him in and attack for 1. Put a damage on him, flip over, and attack for 2. Down to 23. And heal the Bug. Then we'll bring in Gold Balls, 4-1, attack at 1-3 health. It's an interrupt. When he attacks, discard up to 3 cards from the top of your deck. He gets plus X attack for this attack, where X is the number of cards discarded this way. We'll go ahead and use him to full effect, discarding 3 cards. So 4 damage, down to 19. And we'll go ahead and flip over. I'm going to bring in the X-Jet. So as a resource, exhaust it to generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has the X-Men trait. Then we'll go ahead and use that to bring in our Jacket. So while touch is attached to a friendly character, Rogue gets +1 thwart. Attached to an enemy character, +1 attack. Attached to Sabretooth, which will get us retaliate 1. Then attack for 3. Down to 16. And ender turn. So 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Power of aggression, a mean swing, fluid motion, I got better, and track by scent. And over here, keeping Beak. It's multitasking and energy transfer, marrow, and another transfer. So we'll get 2 threats. Then attack. I think we'll go ahead and just take it. So 2, 4 damage, down to 6, and then healing 3, goodness, up to 19. Then attack over here for 3, down to 8, and heal for 2, 21, and deal out some encounter cards. Feral Rage. When defeated, Sabretooth attacks a player who defeated the scheme, even if that player is in alter ego form. 4 threat on that one. And search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Brotherhood side scheme and reveal it. If it did not interplay this way, well, we can definitely find it. It's on the bottom. Alright, Hinder 2, Brotherhood of Mutants. Minions gain Quick Strike, and that's something we definitely want to take care of, so that comes in with 7 threat. And pass first player. Okay, let's see. We will attach to a friendly character. Oh, that's right, you had retaliate. Should be down to 20. Attached a bug, so she can thwart for 3. Then we're going to bring in Beak. So after you're playing from your hand, remove a threat from a scheme for each X-Men ally you control. So he'll count himself. We can remove 1. Then attack for 1, down to 19. Then we're going to bring in Marrow with the X-Jet. Play only if you have the X-Force or X-Men trait, which we do. After he enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Down to 17. Then attacking for 2, down to 15. Then Wolverine is going to track by scent. It's a hero action, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, draw 2 cards. So take 3 off of that. And then draw 2 into a lunging strike and Sunfire. Start of the player turn, should have healed 2. Go ahead and attack with Bug for 1. Put that damage on him, then take it right back off, attacking for 2. Down to 12. Then we'll use our claws. Exhaust his claws, choose an attack event in your hand, take damage equal to its printed cost, which will be 3. Then we play that event, ignoring its resource cost. That attack gains piercing. So we'll go down to 5 health to deal 8 damage. Down to 4. Then gold balls. 1, 2, 3 cards discarded to defeat this version. On to the next. Comes in with toughness and still has the same ability and 30 health. Then we will bring in Sunfire, thwart 1, attack of 2, 2 health. There's no attachments and I don't have an energy resource, but he'll just come in and attack to get rid of toughness. And that will end her turn. I'm going to go ahead and keep our mean swing. And yeah. All right, track by scent, strike, berserker frenzy, and a clobber. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adaption, strength, gambit, multitasking, and going rogue. And last turn, I didn't add his 2 damage. Lots of things to keep track of on this. All right, so we're getting 2 threat. Adding 2 more damage, 4 out of 9. Getting attacked, Beak jumps in the way. After this activation resolves, place a pursuit counter on pursued by the past. And we discard a card to heal. He heals nothing because he's at max health. Attacking over here, Sunfire will defend for more than he can handle. And then potentially healing 3, but he's at max health. Counter cards. There's no minions. So it gains Surge. So you place a pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain attacks you. So up to 2. So Marrow will jump in front of this one for a few. And then he goes to heal and realizes he's at full health. And over here, place a pursuit counter. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain schemes. So up to 3, scheming for 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're up to 8. And heals for nothing. And pass first player. Okay, start of the phase, that goes back, heal for 2, we're up to 7. We will use Bug to attack for 1, down to 29. Takes the damage, Wolverine attacks for 2 to heal, down to 27. And do we want gold balls as a defender or doing 4 damage? I think we'll hold on to him. Then I'll play Clobber. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. If this is the first card you have played this round, return it to your hand. And I think what we're going to do is use our claws for that. So we'll take 2 damage, and then we get to play it for free. It's our first card back to our hand to deal 3 damage, down to 24. Then we will play it again for 3 damage, down to 21. Then I'll do a precision strike, deal 2 damage to an enemy, down to 19. And I think I am just going to use gold balls to attack for 4, down to 15. So 1, 2, 3. Lost her healing card. Then we're going to attach that to Wolverine. Gives us Stalwart. Then we're going to use Superpower Adaption. If touched is attached to a friendly character, search its owner's discard pile for an event that belongs to the same classification as that character, so identity specific, aspect, or basic. Add that event to your hand. We're going to go heal ourselves, so we're going to grab this and pay for it to heal 4 damage from our identity. Takes us up to 11. Then we're going to bring in Gambit. 4 to 2, attack for 2, 3 health. Enters play with 3 charge counters on him. It's an interrupt when he attacks. Remove a charge counter from him to deal 1 damage to an enemy. And then he'll attack. Use a counter for damage. And then that deals 2. And then attacking for 2, down to 10. End her turn. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relentless Assault, Clobber, Aggression, Barrage, and our Cabin. And over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Southern Cross, Legion, Bulletproof, Adaption, and the Power in All of Us. So we get 2 more threat. This goes up to 10. Then getting attacked. Bug jumps in front of this one. So 4 damage coming in, and now we can heal up to 11. Oh yeah, 2 more damage there. 6 out of 9. Oh, I'm sorry, 7 out of 9. No, we're at 10, so it's 6 per threat. 6 is good. Then attacking over here, she'll take it. exhaust a character you control. Bummer. So 3 damage down to 8. And heal for 1 up to 12. And counter cards. His attacks gain piercing, +1 attack. Spend 1 of each resource to discard it. And over here, attach a minion to give it a tough status card, otherwise gain surge. Attach a Sabretooth to gain stalwart. Spend 1 of each resource to discard it. And pass first player. So he will heal 2 up to 7. And we'll move this over. Then we're going to put this on Gambit, which will give her the aerial trait. Then we'll spend 1 more card. Okay. These 3 for Southern Cross deal 6 damage to an enemy, and if we have the aerial trait, deals 2 additional damage, so 8. Down to 4. And then attacking for 2. Down to 2. Then Wolverine can go. And he can attack for 2, but instead he's just going to take 2 damage to get clobber, using his claws to finish him off. So Wolverine nor Rogue did not care about the Senator. Just went straight after the threat, and that was enough. Robert Kelly survived. But that was Wolverine and Rogue taking on Sabretooth. As always, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.